Well, so it's time to cover Persona 3 Reload. So, yeah, Persona 3 Reload was released all the way back in 2024 and was followed up by DLC throughout the following year. Most notably, Episode Addis. Now, obviously, I'm only covering the main game of Persona 3 Reload, so I'll eventually review the DLC at a much later date. So, of course, well, I guess what is good about Persona 3 Reload, and I guess what's the story? Well, the story essentially follows the exact. The story follows pretty similarly to the original Persona 3 and of course Portable. There's a few changes here and there, but these are very minor changes. Obviously, there's been other changes with the graphics and of course the gameplay. Persona 3 Reload feels like it was made to be more accessible when compared to its predecessors, which isn't a bad thing, but, you know, there's some welcoming changes. Obviously, there's also trophies with this version, as the original Persona 3 and Fes did not have trophies, and Portable, as far as I know, didn't have trophies until it was re-released. So, I guess, what's the story? Well, the story essentially follows the same route that the previous ones did. You're in the shoes of Mikoto, and you're with the seas, and you're trying to eliminate the Dark Hour and the shadows associated with it. That's pretty much the main story, without getting into spoilers. Obviously, you have various teammates joining up with you to fight. They each have their own skills in battle, as well with their advantages and weaknesses, which overall make Persona 3 a very balanced game. Then, of course, there's also some new personas in the compendium, and of course, DLC personas. Unfortunately, they did take out some previous personas that were in Fez and Portable, which is very unfortunate. Kind of wish that they stayed, but eh. So I guess, oh, how does it stack up compared to the others? Well, honestly, I will definitely say this one at first, which was a mixed bag. On one hand, nowadays it is pretty decent, you know, especially with all the DLC. But when it originally launched, well, aside from a graphical change, there wasn't really much reason to pick this one up if you already played Persona 3. And it also didn't help that they also skipped out on uh, stuff from Persona 3 Portable. Obviously, talking about Katone, as she was absent in this game, which is very unfortunate. And then, obviously, it also didn't help that, like, the game was all that you have to pay $100 for the full experience, well, 130 in some cases if you got the DLC. But overall, I think that Persona 3 Reload was an interesting game. It is definitely one I do recommend, and it was a very fun one to play through again, despite me having burnout on the series at that time. But that's all I really have to say about this one. So, obviously, I'll be back next time with some Skyrim Quest reviews. But until then, thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful day.